when they came to the set, we shot in Svalbard, Norway for 4 days, and then we came back here. We shot that scene, which is like 10 minutes of the film in the first 2 days of shooting, and they both came in and they just nailed it.
What were the biggest ideas or emotional beats that you knew had to be part of the story?
I think the main thing that I wanted to hit was, there's been a lot of Superman movies, and the thing that is not always the most important is Superman's character and the way in which he changes. And so I really wanted to put that front and center, that this is a movie about, a big, broad spectacle situation in which there's, the earth is in danger and people are in danger and, dogs and squirrels are in danger. But it's also a personal story about Superman, his relationship to himself and his relationship to Lois Lane. And that's as important as all that big stuff.
Will the movie include origin stories of the Justice Society characters, and how did you approach introducing them in a way that feels accessible to longtime fans and then the new ones?
Well, I don't have any origin stories.
Okay.
I mean, I don't, I think that we have been reading comic books long enough, and we've been watching cartoons long enough with superheroes, and we've been seeing movies long enough with superheroes that we're able to say, okay, there's a girl with wings. I don't need to know how exactly those wings came about. I see her, she is. What was important to me was that her personality was very clear. And so Isabella Merced brought Hawkgirl to life. Same thing with Guy Gardner and Nathan Fillion. Same thing with Eddie Gathegi and Mr. Terrific. We don't see where they came from, but we know that there's metahumans in this world. Maybe we'll get the answers later on. Maybe we won't. But what matters in this movie is the present situation and the problems they're facing in the moment.
So in the trailer, there's this intense interview scene between Lois Lane and Superman, right?
Yeah.
How did you walk through David and then Rachel for that scene?
I was really fortunate because, we get a little bit of time for rehearsal on a movie like this, but not a lot. And the truth is, our screen test was that scene. So I was able to kind of practice shooting and directing them in that scene months and months before we ever actually did the scene. So when they came to the set, we shot in Svalbard, Norway for 4 days, and then we came back here. We shot that scene, which is like 10 minutes of the film in the first 2 days of shooting. And they both came in and they just nailed it. And so I didn't really have to direct them that much. I gave them little bits of, do this faster, say this faster, do this in a little bit of a different way. Oh, this is what I mean here. But for the most part, they were very, very well prepared. And we were able to just shoot. And it was great.
So my last question, what's the heart of your film, and what part of Superman's story do you hope sticks with the audience?
There's a sadness almost to this movie in a way, because the world wants a Superman. We want to have a Superman among us. We want a person in power who we believe is going to be looking out for the little man, for the little woman. And that's not the case. So what I really hope is that people who go to the theater see the Superman inside themselves. They see the bit of power that they have as a human being to reach out and look out for each other. And if we can do that just a little bit, I think the movie's the greatest success I'll ever have in my life.